glad you're here because I almost had to do that.
Yes, it is me. The director is here. A little bit late, but better late than sorry. I don't know. Welcome to Weave the Tale. This is episode 7 of Morra with this fantastic crew and cast members. Some of the finest people we've ever had a pleasure of working with. Only 6 days since the last incident, and hopefully we keep that up. Thank you if you're watching on YouTube. Much love. Make sure to comment below. Tell us how you liked it, or your favorite character, or if you want to just see Spider Steve again, because Eternal Spider Steve. Other than that, we definitely want to thank all of our sponsors, Black Void Games, who, of course, sponsored Black Void. Broken Dice for the Nuwanan Chronicles. They had an awesome time the other day. Christopher Gray for the Great American Witch. Of course, here, Narwhal Games for Morra, which is on Kickstarter, the pre-launch page right now, so make sure to hop on over and check that out. Later on, we have Parslings by Smunchy Games. So very excited about that. Akuna Media, which produced Nibiru, their second Kickstarter just finished up. Super cool. I'm getting updates. The art and story is amazing. And of course, Fate of Cthulhu, which has been really cool. Evil Hat Productions, which is actually, their office is not that far from where I live. So I might swing on by and be like, hey, and that's about it. So, you're not here for the director. No one cares about the director. All right? You guys are here for the actors. So, let's swoop it on over to the Rocket Fox.
And I just want to say, I care about the director. And hello. I am Rocket Fox. Here, there, everywhere that Rocket Foxes can be found. And I am bringing to you Lilith, who, let's just say, doesn't really deal with anything, I guess, is what we've learned thus far. She went to her room, which was her detention room, in which she was supposed to deal with something, which it seems pretty much universally agreed that she did not do that. So that time's probably still coming for her. But aside from that, lots of bees and turning X's into animals. And the only other thing I really have is that roleplay became reality the other day when I found myself driving through a swarm of bees. So that was horrifying. And that's what I've got. That's what I've got.
Excellent. So heading on over to Resident Moon.
What's up, everybody? I am Spence, aka Resonant Moon, here, there, and also everywhere. Haven't been doing much production lately because of work, but that's a-okay because I get to be here. And Keen is kind of nervous because their room is coming up, and it's a thing. Also, I'm really liking this makeup, and I kind of want to go out in public with this, so yeah,
do it. You look handsome.
Thank you so much.
All right, almost fae or almost vampire.
I'm going to be a vampire. I swear to fuck. Hi, I'm almost Faye if you're nasty, and I play Eris Laurie. Spence, are you Spence head and hands? Because
I love you, dear. I love you, dear.
Little me.
Uh-huh.
I'm an angel. Little
I'll
me.
get you back on TikTok. It's fine.
Fuck. Yeah.
All right.
That's
And
all I'd
finally,
like to know.
to our resident druid, Am Chris.
Hello, everyone. Not only do I bring fresh new glasses, my character of Actia, but I bring a gift the others have seen, and Mitch hasn't yet. Ugh. It's a kitty!
Did you buy it specifically for the
second.
stream?
No, I bought her specifically for my mental illness, and she worked. So, you know.
We
Animal
always
therapy's great. You should all do
hear-
it.
Yes, Weave the Tail will subscribe or prescribe a kitten for anyone who would like to. And it's really just a note that says, go get a kitty. Excellent. Anything else, Am?
Not particularly. There's a bit of plugging stuff to do at the end. I think Tia's feeling pretty self-confident because she's handled. She feels like she's handled her room the best. And that competitive streak is definitely coming out sort of in the quiet judgment of the rest of her cousins.
Whew. All right. Well, let's just hop into it because we have that red door before you that is most likely Keen's detention room. If I could title this episode, it would be a cherry on top.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you, but I hate you.
Take notes.
I hate
That's the
you,
episode
but I love
title.
you.
Whipped cream and a cherry on top. All right, the door stands before you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, Keen?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cause I don't know if my cousins are gonna rescue me. So I open the door.
Excellent.
Take a deep breath and step in.
You see a bed, circular, with satin sheets. There are figures underneath said bed, several of them, in fact. The rest of the room is stone, with a singular window that kind of looks out towards the moon.
Okay. I'm assuming the bed is empty.
No, there's people under the sheet. And satin sheets. So the top of the bed.
I will. Okay, I will go and take my hammer wand and pick up the bottom of the sheet and look under the bed.
Excellent. The first thing you see are 5 whittled toes, pale, slightly pink at the end. Toenails attached, of course, as is normal, with toes.
Mm-hmm.
Connected to the toes is a foot. Connected to that foot is a leg, somewhat hairy. And then you see.
Okay, whoever's
the
under
faces.
the bed, can you come out? Wait, what? Faces?
Yes. Looking out at you from the satin sheet, in between the legs and the toes and all such like that, are 5 faces. Each one looks like Cherry, smiling up at you, as you've just discovered their hiding spot.
Hi? Can you be less creepy and come out from under the bed?
Yeah, sure. The satin sheets kind of melt away, and 6 cherries clamber out of the bed and surround you, Keen.
Normally
this is weird.
I would be very excited by this, but Well, this is different. Hi. Are you like
So-
septuplets, or are you all versions of the same person? What is this?
We are just Cherry. Who are your friends?
Are you real Cherry? Are you real Cherry, or are you a construct of Cherry? This is...
We are real Cherry.
So you agreed to participate in your partner's detention.
Yes, all of us did.
I think Lilith is going to call
Okay.
over. They're lying to you. Don't believe them.
Okay. So what is the purpose of this detention?
We're supposed to learn you something?
Learn me what?
I don't think that's my thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah,
like-
usually I'm doing the teaching, but
Yeah. You did teach me quite a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah. We can my cousins don't want to hear about that.
I'd like to
Just
hear their
across the
opinion
room.
on it.
No,
Do
thank
they
you.
want to?
Would not. No, thank you.
Nope. They well, I mean, if they want to give their opinions on what the lesson is supposed to be, that's fine.
You're in a cherry bowl filled with lies.
Keen,
Yes, Eris.
how come the rest of us had to fight ourselves? And somehow you have like a pretty sex den with 6 of your partners?
I didn't have to fight myself.
This doesn't seem like detention for you.
That's why I'm very confused. And also, Lilith, you had to fight your own willingness to acquiesce to people and kind of failed. So
I didn't really get that out of that situation.
I know. Anyway.
Yeah, actually, Keen, if you don't mind, could you introduce us to Lilith or Actia?
Sure. Why? I mean, you met them when we
Yeah.
went on the
yeah.
field trip, or are you looking to break up already and start dating one of my cousins, which is weird.
I think I figured out
No,
what the test is. Oh, maybe not then.
Boo.
Or are you just looking to be friends, which is totally fine, and yeah.
That's acceptable.
I apologize. I'm like, this whole detention thing is really messing with me, and I'm assuming worst case scenarios, so apologies.
The worst case scenario being that we're only together because I find Lilith and Actia more attractive, and you're really just a stepping stone to them.
I mean, yes.
That doesn't
That
even
would
make
be
sense.
That's
pretty
one of-
dreadful.
That would be awful. And yeah, it would make me feel very, very poorly. So yeah. Anyway, that's my cousin Lilith. Wait, no, that's my cousin Lilith, and that's my cousin Actia, and they're both brilliant, and stuff.
Aw.
And that's my cousin Eris,
well,
even though you didn't ask to be introduced, but Eris is awesome too. In her own,
And
their
I
own
will
way.
set you on fire.
Yeah, they will
Eris
set
really
you on
isn't
fire.
Eris isn't a model student. Probably will flunk out before they finish the academy. Actia actually has some intelligence. Lilith, I think, is too much of a scatterbrain to complete their studies. We've seen a lot of people come and go from.
Ooh, I think I got it.
Okay,
What?
hold on. You going in on my cousins like that is not okay.
I don't know. Don't you think that too?
I mean,
you deal with them on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you don't say it out loud, but that's what you're thinking.
And then I try to work with them to help them succeed.
Well, I don't mind working with them and to help them succeed, but let's first acknowledge where we're at on the scale.
I would never say that Lilith is scatterbrained. I think that Lilith has many passions and goes at them free-spiritedly. It's not how I would do things, but it's how she does things. And 80% of the time it works out.
I mean, doesn't she have like people in her room?
More than you do.
How she chooses to deal with her exes is her own business.
I think it's probably the business of magical society, how one uses the rare gift. If all you ever accomplish is just turning your exes into something else, then were you really ever worthy of the gift to begin with?
Hey, how many Morgans have you turned into bees?
3.
Okay, no one else knows about Lilith's ex. Exies.
Well, clearly they do, because Cherry knew. Or this version of Cherry. I'm still not convinced that you're you.
Keen, I'm trying to point out the fact that it's not Cherry.
Yeah, I'm getting that. And as for Eris does things their own way. And as long as I have no qualifiers on that because I have no room to judge. And Actia is brilliant.
You want to go somewhere though, right? Like graduate, maybe have a long-term relationship.
Well, yeah. But my individual person and my accomplishments are my own. Just like their individual accomplishments are their own.
Yeah, how many plants do you raise from the dead?
Oh, that's gonna become a whole thing. I think you'll find later on, Actia, how dreadful that story will unfold. Yeah, I mean, when in history has someone played with life and death and never had consequences, right?
A chance to be a pioneer.
I think there's people before you who've done it. They've just suffered, so you don't hear about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be the first one who doesn't.
You're going to be the first one who doesn't suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first person to say that, though.
Yeah, but I'm the first person to be tired of your bullshit. Anyway, I feel like this is my cousin's fight, so Keen, you should probably take over.
This isn't a fight. We're just chatting. I want to know, Keen, is your future worth sacrifice for? Because a person is not an island unto themselves. Their actions reflect upon you. Are you okay with a future that lacks the things that we spoke of just a few seconds ago? If it means defending your cousins.
If our relationship depends on me choosing between you and my cousins, then that's a really shitty thing to ask me because you know how important they are to me.
I'm saying all relationships and all success concerning you.
There are a few cardinal sins, if you will, that would have to happen for me to disown these three. Otherwise, they've been with me through thick and thin. And I fully intend on doing the same. And I fully intend on being the best goddamn magic mechanic that the world has ever known. And if people judge me by my family and not my skill, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's just society, right? No one judges someone based on their skill. They judge them based on their persona to the outside world. If you're willing to make that sacrifice, I'm fine and totally support you on it. I just want you to understand that that is what's being sacrificed. One or the other. You can't have both. You can't have good standing in society and be with your cousins. Just they don't cooperate at all.
Well, then society can fuck off.
Excellent. That's what I was hoping you would say. All right. Well, I'm going to explode now. All of us are. So.
Oh, God. And I back up and, like, take my... just like, go, go, go.
Oh, no.
A couple seconds later, they blow up with blood being sprayed everywhere. Though it's really just kind of cherries. Like someone exploded a cherry pie.
I think that Wilf
is
like,
hilarious to me on some other level.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, you have a little bit of cherry on your face.
Take some cherries and start eating
them.
Lilith is gonna go up to Keen though, whilst eating the remnants of the cherries. The cherry cherries. Cherry cherries.
Cherry squared.
Cherry squared. Yes, but she would be eating these.
Keen.
Yeah, Lilith.
Firstly, do you want some cherry?
Not right now.
He's surprisingly delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel quite nauseous actually. So but you enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I'm already doing that.
Yep.
I wanted to let you know though. What the cherries or the singular cherry, I wasn't really paying attention to if they were speaking in unison or taking turns. They were kind of far away. But whatever they said, about like you having to choose between having success and happiness and relationships and choosing between us and all that stuff. Well, I wanted to let you know if it ever came down to that, I wouldn't make you choose or anything.
And that's why I chose my family. That's exactly why I chose you guys. Because you wouldn't make me choose. But I now feel a little nauseous and would like clarification on my... Okay, I can't look at you when you do that. Because that's...
pretty much like a pie filling. Do you remember Aunt Edna?
Yep.
And all the
Mhm.
fruit pies she used to make? It's really very similar to that.
Yep. And Edna made great pies. I particularly liked the boysenberry pie, but
Oh, you know,
yeah.
it's kind of like that actually.
Anybody else want to give me good advice or something?
I can give you this. I'm gonna see if I can get one of the cherries to sprout a little blossom and just present it to Keen.
Yeah,
Maybe you can press it for a
sprout one up.
memento.
Thanks. I'm
It
really
sprouts
hoping
into
that
like
this
little cherry pie tree.
Oh my god. Thank you.
You did good.
I'm gonna go outside and throw up now. And I go
Okay,
outside and I throw up.
Can we go now? I feel like we did all the things.
Yeah, an individual kind of walks by Keen and sighs, carrying a mop and bucket. It's my whole day. This is my whole day. Starts cleaning up the cherry.
I have a question for the lady of the manor.
Are you just speaking into the nether?
Yeah, just to see if she appears.
Mm-hmm.
Why were each of our detentions focused on us separating? Why would a vampire care about that? I understand you have a deal with the school, but surely the fact that we choose each other every time over whatever the school throws at us, they'd learn by now not to keep trying that little trick. So why did they drag you into it?
Maybe it's blackmail.
Several bats conjoin to create a very tall woman. She is wearing a bathrobe, and there might even be a little bit of a ducky sticking out of one of her pockets.
That's great.
Also, I'm still on board for the whole vampire thing. Please, please make me a
Oh
vampire.
god.
Oh, I know it. I take contracts of all different schools, all right? They provide the fundamentals of the punishment, and then I then outsource it to my servant over there, and I'm just really a facilitator.
Do we see the servant?
So it's 100%.
Yeah, he's
still.
behind you, just kind of mopping up the cherries.
So basically, the school have tried to separate us again. Jeez, when are they gonna learn?
I don't
I
know.
think
Although,
humanity-
Oh, go on. Sorry, ma'am.
I don't think humanity ever learns, right? They have a very brief moment in time, and then they repeat certain actions again and again until they eventually die.
That's a mood.
Yes, in the back,
Yes,
brightly
it's
colored
me.
thing. Yes.
Me.
All right. Put your hand down. What is your whatever? Also, I'm not a teacher, so
Yes.
don't raise your hand. It's very awkward.
Yes, I know, but I didn't want to interrupt. Yes, so facilitating these emotionally manipulative punishments that could crush the very souls of the individuals that are participating. Does this pay well?
Oh, you'd be good at that.
Yeah, it pays decently. Really, yeah. So
Do you have a
like
union?
of
That's
sorts.
good.
So the castle was purchased several centuries ago, but property values as they are continue to rise, and it's hard to lock in any signatures over a decade or two, and as well as kind of have it legally stand ground in court. I tried in the 60s to murder everyone, but society did not like that very much. And instead, I was had a lawsuit against me for the murders, I guess.
You need to get signatures before you do the murdering. Contract work. That's 101.
Well, I did their I had their fingers, so signatures were acquired.
Well, you have to
It's
put in
just
the
a
fine
whole
print
thing.
that they agree for you to kill them. It's it's all in the fine print,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, this is really just a side hustle. My main terms of revenue are gift baskets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
very nice gift basket.
a business card?
Yes. And she
Oh, I would like one.
it hands you a linen
Ooh.
This is very nice.
business
Sure.
card. Yeah, kind of lace at the end of it, little shrills and such. Nice glow.
I am adding this to my
uh,
inventory, and it
outlet.
will be useful later. I promise you this.
Oh, this is nice.
Are you looking for like interns or anything? Because myself and Lilith would love to work with you, and like
This is true. This is very true. Yes.
we'd love to be your proteges, your vampire proteges.
Yes. Yes, we could do it. So this is, obviously the school things are kind of our side hustle of our side hustle. Normally we offer torture for various groups of people, but you can't do that to kids or students. So as long as you can stomach, yes, Lilith.
Have you considered organs into bees? But I am also expanding my repertoire into other insects as well.
And we have an idea for the side hustle of selling the organ bee honey, and I would infuse it with different magical properties to make it perfect. Like
Weird side effects as
Well,
well.
yeah.
here's what we'll do. All right. My people will contact your people. We'll have I think a marketing session to see where this venture can go. And we could see the possibility of an internship. Now, here at the castle, we aren't into slave labor, so you will be paid despite the moniker intern. Does that sound satisfactory?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I think we all learned a valuable lesson today.
I agree.
I agree.
I just.
I also
So
need
do
you
we
to
just
sign a paper.
leave?
Yeah, I also need you to sign a paper that says you learned a
Okay.
valuable lesson.
Do you do
Oh,
like
okay.
online ratings? We can leave a good review if that's helpful.
No, I fucking hate the internet.
It's fair enough.
I understand this.
I have an idea for your torturing business.
Shoot, go ahead.
So apparently a lot of like normies are into these escape rooms right now.
Oh, it's true.
So we could trick them with an escape room and like fill it with different torture devices that they have to like willingly put themselves through to get out. Kind of like there was this like comedy movie that we saw once. I think it's called Saw. Like
Oh, that was
they
so
do
funny.
that to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was like peak comedy, and we could do that with the escape room, and there's endless possibilities.
They're really into it. The regular people.
Yeah.
I mean, we tried an escape room. We filled a room with tarantula hawk wasps, chained people up, and told them to escape. Sadly, they did not.
Imagine this one though, like each room is themed. So like
So
the
like
rooms for our
a
detentions,
tarantula hawk wasp room.
you could have that
Then
as
what
one
would
of
the
them.
others be?
Oh, you've got the things like our detention rooms, and in each of them, like they have to go through different psychological tortures as well as physical tortures. Like I think in the Saw film, like one girl had to pull out her eye because there was a key hidden behind it. And I mean, with us having magic, it's pretty easy to do that sort of shit to people.
Well, and also, I mean, you could just put it in there. You could just put it in there.
Well, we could knock them out and put it in.
I'm in. I think that'd be quite nice. All
Lilith
right.
is gonna very quietly fist bump Eris.
Nice.
Well, sign your papers, go back to school or what have you. I have a date with a duck and hot water over my body.
Okay, then. I hope you enjoy that.
Have a nice bath.
Yeah.
Lovely to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Sounds
You
good
as
to me.
well. Does everyone sign the papers?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Eris reads them
Although,
first.
yeah, Lilith is gonna read the fine
Huh?
print.
Yeah.
She just got done talking about that. She's very into.
Yeah,
fine print and
we're
context.
reading the fine print and checking that there's no invisible ink or anything. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the summation of it is a whole lot of bull crap about learning lessons and finding the meaning of friendship through adversity, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, Lilith would make it like a couple sentences in and be like, "I'm bored," so just sign it at that point.
I love how Keen was the one to read the stuff going in, and
Uh-huh.
and everybody else is reading it on the way out. But
just
Keen's
give
just
her
like,
ideas
get
on how
me
to-
out of here.
I feel like I
Get
really
me out
appreciate the
of
fact that
here.
Tia and Keen have definitely gotten a bit messier and lost their sense of responsibility, whereas Lilith and Eris are like, yes, we're going to start a small
I know.
business.
It's
And
great.
just like seeing her read the
it's
fine print with a
fantastic.
magnifying glass, like,
It's great.
You return
Tia-
back to your domicile.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Discount Gritty, I need a drink.
Seconded.
Me too.
And
He heads over to the
Also-
fridge.
oh, I was just gonna say, once Lilith
ahead.
gets inside, she's also going to go over to Discount Gritty and kind of very quietly be like,
I would keep anything cherry flavored away from Keen for the next few days.
That's unfortunate. I
It's going to
will
be a mess.
throw. Okay. He goes to the oven and takes out a pie and puts it in the trash.
Oh no!
Yeah. I've done the thing.
A single tear falls from Keen's eye as the cherry pie goes in the trash.
"Oh no! If
Of
as
course.
soon as that happens, Lilith is gonna take it out of the trash and just go to her room with it."
That was a thing, and I'm glad it's done. Let's try to avoid doing that again, please.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to have a party and get very drunk?
yes, but hold the party.
Understandable.
Just want to get really drunk and maybe make some mistakes in my workshop. That might be fun.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna solder something.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, it's when you melt metal to connect to other things, usually other metals. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I have a challenge for you if you want some fun drunk projects.
Ooh, drunk project. Yes. Go.
What if you made little mechanical legs and a base for one of my plants so that it could walk around with semi-sentience?
Well, I could do that with a remote controller or with a magic command word. But semi-sentience, that's that might actually be more in your purview than mine.
I mean, plants already have a desire to move. They grow in the direction of the sunlight, so they know what it is to want to go in a specific direction.
So come on, let's take our drinks in my workshop and I'll show you what we can do.
Good idea. I'm gonna gather about 5 succulents and cacti just under my arms and just walk into the workshop.
Yeah. Anybody else is welcome to join us, but Keen is going to get a little bit tipsy and start sketching out a very Wild Wild West style spider type leg platform.
Yes.
And then it would have a little core on the bottom, and they'll draw little shiny light. And so here is where you would have the core of mana, and so you would still have to give it command of what to do.
Okay.
So but I can build the construct to house everything. And then what you would need to make the magic core would be a magic element of some kind, full moon water, unicorn hair, phoenix feather, dragon heartstring, that kind of thing. One of those is fine. You don't need all of them, just one of them.
Okay.
And yeah, but I can totally build that. And
I just want a little Roomba situation.
Oh, you want it? So you want it on wheels, not on legs?
Either is good. I just want a little guy wandering around.
Because the legs will allow it to go upstairs and stuff.
Do y'all not have enough pets?
They don't.
Tina's feeling left out because Tia doesn't have one, so she's feeling left out.
Keen does not feel left out, but
because Tina has charity.
I can. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, because I haven't heard from Real Cherry yet. So, but yeah, I can, and I'll make a really, really janky one. Made with leftover pieces of scrap, so it's super gross looking. It's not refined at all.
Excellent.
It looks like junk art is what it is. And I'm Keen is very quickly progressing to a very deep stage of drunk and just going, so I can make this pretty, but this would go good with your Venus flytrap.
Thank you.
I'll make more when I'm sober, but I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna text Cherry. I'm gonna tell Cherry.
Is that a good idea? No.
Sure.
No, can I try and use my force magic to grab Keen's phone?
All right, go ahead and roll.
Absolutely not. No.
Why you gotta be a
okay. I
buzzkill?
rolled
I'm
2 5s, and then I
I'm
added 10
protecting
I
the
added,
family.
I added 8. Sorry, so that's 18. 18.
Ooh. Yeah,
I'm
the thing
protecting
goes
the
My
flying
black
phone
out of your
sheep
now.
hand.
bonds. No, but I have to protect
Once I have
our
the phone,
connection.
I'm just running out of the room with it.
But we had a connection. Booze. Hi.
Well, hello there.
Oh, you talk. Hi. You're pretty. I like you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna drink
You're
you now.
handsome. Hi. Oh, that's fair.
Oh,
thought
I
we were-
like it.
Oh,
You call me handsome. You're the
course.
best. I'm gonna ingest you
know.
now, and it's gonna be a delightful union.
I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die. You're gonna live in me.
Your stomach acid will destroy me.
My stomach acid will not, because I will absorb you into my bloodstream.
I'll go right into your blood.
And then we will be together. And then we'll be together
Forever.
And you won't make
Excellent.
me leave my cousins.
Exactly. I want you with your cousins at all time. One
Mhm.
flesh, one
Mhm.
body, sewn together.
We are a team. We're not sewn together, but we're a team. And I don't want to be a homunculus. But I like my cousins, and I like the friendship that we have, because they're not assholes like the rest of our family. And why are you so weird? You're tasty, though.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good night, handsome one.
Good night. Yay! My alcohol called me handsome. Falls asleep on the workbench.
All right, the morning comes. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, everyone steps into the, I guess your common room. Gritty has prepared you crepes, breakfast crepes. You
Delicious.
see him wearing
Gritty.
nothing but an apron in the kitchen, flipping some crepes.
All right.
Thanks, Gritty.
That's kind of normally what he's wearing, though, yeah?
Yeah.
He usually wears a shirt, so an apron's not that much different.
That's fair.
Unfazed.
Crepes!
Has anybody seen my phone?
No. Is it in a crate?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna walk in and present Keen their phone and be like, "Yeah, you tried to drunk text Cherry, and I exist to protect you from bad decisions." So
You are the best, and thank you.
I know.
And so I checked to see if Cherry has texted me.
Cherry has indeed texted you. Just kind of good morning, like, hello, wonderful. Hope your day was well. Hope detention wasn't too freaky.
And I will write back, detention was awful. Would love to have a long talk about it, because they used you in it and it made me feel weird.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. ...
Talk after class? Question mark.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Okay, see you then. Kissy face, kissy face, kissy face. Just to
Kissy
let him know
face.
that I'm cool.
Yeah, kissy face. Heart. Tongue out emoji. Heart. Kissy face. Yeah.
Lilith, who is over there seeing Keen on the phone, is going to be like, "Ew, get a room!"
I have one. It's on my
Gross.
phone.
Ah!
It's on my phone.
PG
told you
13,
that
please, Keen.
Cherry was a lie. Ridiculous.
What? How? Are you reading my texts?
No, but I know you.
Did you read my text? So?
No, I didn't. I don't know what your password is.
Oh, good. Yeah. And so what I say in my text is none your business.
Bet you're being gross.
I'm
Right.
actually
Well, I
not,
bet that's your password.
for once.
Classes.
Huh?
Classes. What time? What time is it?
It is 1/2 past a freckle because time does not exist here. Oh wait, hang on.
It does for our schedules.
Hey, Squat! Squat, what time is it? Squat is the new Siri.
If you must know what time it is, you are disturbing my family. But that's fine, I guess. I feel like I had a different voice at one point in time. Yeah, it's fine.
You might have. You might have, but you've gone
yeah.
through some stuff lately.
I have.
I'm sure someone will mention it if you did.
Yeah, so we're actually renting out the property this weekend. My wife and kids are going to Disney World, so this is not a great time to be asking this question. We have a few hors d'oeuvres out on the table.
Yeah, that was not in the contract that we signed. If you rent out the interdimensional property in my hat, we're gonna have a problem.
Can I rent it?
No.
If you go to keenshat.com, you can find pictures as well as our rates. It's kind of a B&B sort of thing.
Those are nice. Keen, they've done some nice things in there.
You have a very clean scalp.
Yeah, Actia, look at this. And Lilith is going to go over and start showing these pictures of the inside of the hat.
Yeah.
You're lucky that there is a clause for me not to murder you. Because the desire
That's why
there.
we have it.
Okay, but you are in breach of contract and you need to take that side down.
So, if you would like to... Yeah, if you'd like to contest it, we can schedule a time with the local municipal such whatever. We can do that online.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound good?
Do you really want your wife and kids to be homeless?
You wouldn't send us away, would you?
I would if you abuse if you abuse my hospitality and the contract. Yes, I would kick you out on the street because I have set boundaries in that contract that you and I both signed. Now, if you breach that contract, we are going to have an issue, and I am very cruel when I need to be. Do you understand?
Contracts.
Understood. I will let my children know that we have an issue.
And you will take that site down
It's
immediately.
Disneyland.
It is Disneyland, though.
But fortunately, the site can't be taken down so quickly, but I will work in order to make it happen as soon as possible.
Thank you. Good day, sir.
Good day. Bye.
So, are we late for class or not?
You're not.
Oh, I forgot.
I
about
don't
that.
know. Check your phone. I have strangers living in my hat now.
That's just
Keen,
having
what am I
nits. It
supposed to
happens
do?
to people
Okay.
every day.
What are
Keen,
you
I
supposed to
made a
do,
booking in
Lilith?
that hat.
There
I made a
should
booking
be
in
a
the hat for
return
me and
policy.
the kids. Oh, we were gonna have a nice weekend together, me and the kids.
Look, it is my property that is on my person. I have a problem when there are people I have not signed a contract with living in real estate that is on my head.
I mean,
Okay? It's my personage. I have a right.
fine. Hope we can at least get my deposit back.
You can't.
Ah! Keen!
I don't want to hear
This
it.
is awful. This is starting off terribly. Well, I'm gonna have to go let the kids know in person. I already texted them about this.
Oh my god. Why would you do that?
Actia, do you have a magic hat?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh. Lilith is gonna like
How does
storm off into her room.
Why does everyone want to live in my hat? This is what I want to know. Eris, shed some light on this. You're muted.
I don't know. It's hot. It may be cozy.
You got real smart thoughts up in your head.
You know, I don't have anything in my head right now. It's
I
early.
was
It's
referring to
morning.
Keith.
Why am I awake? Oh.
Because
Oh,
there are
wow.
crepes.
That's why everyone wants to live in the hat, because they're smart. So that's where the brains are.
Wait, there's crepes?
Yeah, Gritty made crepes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I gestured down to the plate in front of Eris.
You know, I feel attacked.
Why do you feel attacked?
I don't know. What day is it?
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. Why do we not go to
Did you
like
finish-
the normal breakfast anymore?
Because...
We can. I just think Gritty went to all this effort, so it'll be a bit rude not to eat it.
Oh no, I understand that.
Wait.
I just feel bad for. I don't know.
For Joe?
Lilith is gonna come back out carrying the Smelmo Legion.
Oh my god.
And she, for whatever reason, she now has a high chair, and she puts it in the high chair and starts cutting up some crepes. Puts it in front of it, and starts feeding with these crepes. Well, I'll have you know, I was able to find a different spot that we're going to take a little weekend getaway in. This is directed toward Keen, even though Lilith is facing Baby Legion.
Oh yeah? Where are you going to go?
Well, Kiva was able to find a spot in the dark woods. And
Okay.
anyway, you know, Legion will feel right at home there. And Legion, didn't you say you know some spirits out that way?
Yes, we do, Mother.
So it's going to be a grand time for all of us. We're going to really get in touch with our darker sides.
He's just gonna keep feeding these crepes.
Can we have some, Mother?
Oh yes,
We
of
have
course.
the crepes. Can you put it on the
And
floor
she's
for
gonna-
us, Mother? Under the table.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, if that's what you
Ooh, make
want, then-
airplane noises.
And, she's gonna take the crepes in a fork and be like, shoo! And then as she moves the fork over to the like end of the table, she's like, "Ew!" As she drops it on the floor.
You see several pale hands with long, like red, broken nail claws extending out from under the table as they grab the crepe, and you just hear the smacking of lips and flesh underneath.
Now, children, make sure to
I'm-
thank Discount Gritty. Went to a lot of effort to make these.
We thank you, Mother.
Discount Gritty, that was toward you.
That's fine.
Thanks for making dinner or breakfast, whatever time of day it is.
Yeah, it's no problem. I mean,
Yeah, we'll get
you
that figured out. We'll.
provided me the means to move. You've given me a voice. Just hope that your day is as splendid as mine will be. I'm going to probably get into a maid outfit and clean the common room.
Not the one from my quarters, right?
No, I recently rented one for this
Okay.
thing.
Just making sure.
Did you rent it from keenshat.com?
I did, yeah. It's quite good delivery service.
I was just curious.
That's
Lilith
fair.
is just going to start, like, just eating these grapes and just, like, staring at Keen.
Mm.
Keen is kind of broken by this and is just like, I this...
Keen, I understand why you're angry at Squat now. That's going a step too far.
You think?
I mean, living on your head is one thing, and inviting other people to stay on your head is one thing, but going into your personal drawer, I don't know.
Exactly.
Mm.
Now you all know way more about my personal life than I ever intended for you to know. I apologize. Try to brain bleach it out.
I mean, Keen, not to be too crude, but we kind of figured.
Yeah,
Right,
it's true.
but like... Well, now you know that about me for sure.
This is
Yeah,
far
it's
too
true.
awkward for me to enjoy
Yeah.
breakfast any further. Do I have
Yeah, there's a
class
knock.
with the?
Yeah, there's a...
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, so there's a knock on the door, as you kind of mentioned that.
Go check it out.
Oh, do you think it's your... It's Hunter Boy. Watch, it's Hunter Boy.
So,
Lilith's going to be scrambling behind Actia because just curious.
yeah. It's Cherry.
Oh.
Real quickly, sorry. Just wanted you, well, to remind you that the murder is coming up, well, there is the large poster in the main hall, which shows individuals in a sphere with lines in between them. So there's lots of pieces of yarn and such like that. So when you have picked someone to go to the murder with, please notify the faculty by putting it on the wall. Any questions?
Terry?
Shoot.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Easy. Could you hang on just 1 second?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Lilith is
1
going to
second.
shut the door. Jill's going to shut the door in Cherry's face and then turn around and to Keen be like, Keen, your mate's here. And then open the door back up again.
I'm sorry, go on.
I just want to once she opens the door, I'm going to offer Lilith a high five, just like looking Cherry dead in the eye.
Yeah, Lilith's
All
going to take
right.
that
Well,
high five.
I
Yes, I'm
have
sorry,
to notify lots of other students. So if you'll excuse me, good to see you, Keen. Looking forward to our chat. Everyone else, good to see you as well. Au revoir.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to close the door and be like,
It's a murder. This is a murder mystery, right? Not an actual murder,
Look.
but a murder mystery.
Well, no, it's a murder prom. They just call it a murder because the gathering of ravens, Ravenwood Academy, the
Right.
murder, the prom.
Okay.
love it. I love it.
Hmm. Oh, I forgot it was coming up so soon. Oh, I don't even have a babysitter. Oh my goodness. I wasn't
Maybe
prepared to become a single
Legion.
mother.
Maybe Legion could be your date. They have those mother-kid dance classes, right?
That's true.
That
Legion, have you ever learned how to dance? She's just gonna start wandering around the room because Legion just kind of goes wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Eris, you can get
Legion?
like 20 squirrels and put them in a trench coat and then have them be your date if you wanted.
No, that the murder is gonna be the
Are you
starting
going
point
stag?
of a revolution.
Okay. Well, try not to get hurt or to burn down anything that would really kill a lot of things.
Well, I'm playing both sides of this war, if I'm being honest. The squirrels and the flying squirrels. This is don't worry about it.
A true
I'm
entrepreneur.
trying not to. I'm trying not to worry about it, but you know how close the woods are to our dorm house, right?
I'm sure the school has magical protections.
What I'm saying is, don't get caught. Because if you get caught, then we all suffer. Okay?
That is true.
Why would I get caught? They're already in a war. I'm just throwing gasoline on the fire.
Also true.
Whatever.
If you don't
Whatever.
stand far
Fine.
enough away, though, you'll get hit by blowback.
And then you will have no eyebrows.
Cool, I'll make a Molotov.
Eyebrowless.
So yeah. That's a thing. So Tia, what do you think? Who do you think you're gonna go with? I don't think Hunter Boy is gonna be too keen on being your date for that.
Oh,
Unless...
Gritty and I are already going as bros. We talked about this like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bro,
And
date,
Eris
I
is
love it.
and Eris is doing their own thing. And Lilith, you're gonna attempt to go with Legion?
Well, I think I'm actually going to try and ask somebody I ran into before.
Ooh, the coffee
Besides-
lady.
Who? Who?
Yeah. The coffee lady from the cafeteria. The one with the screams.
You know, if we head out now, we
Right,
can probably
right,
still
right.
catch her.
Well, anyway.
Screams!
Besides, it'd be good to have Legion watch the house anyway. You know that if any of the other class people try and come in and upset anything in the house or do a prank on us or mess with our stuff, we're gonna need to have someone watching the place. And what's better
A
than children
haunted
in the wall?
Child's toy. True.
Sure. That's fine. Awesome. Okay. Good talk, folks. Okay. Well, I will leave you all to your own devices since you're set on stuff. I'm pretty sure I have a potions class coming up, so I gotta.
Oh,
Catch you
I'm
later.
gonna-
well, if
Bye.
it's that time, I probably have to go to my internship. Isn't it around the same time she's supposed to be meeting with the the nurse still?
Yeah, everyone goes their separate ways, all towards different places.
I just don't want my
You can blow
cousins
back.
to talk about my sex life anymore.
Oh, it's too late for that.
Far too late. Lilith and Tia probably have made very specific memes.
Oh, I'm sure. I've put my phone on silent for the day.
Yeah.
I imagine Keen would be getting some emojis with like little maids, little feather dusters.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because the children, the Legion, are evil. They will send pictures of Gritty, kind of in the maid outfit, cleaning under the couch, to everyone's phone. And Legion doesn't have a phone too, so it's kind of like how they send a message.
Lilith is going to respond with just a GIF that is something hilariously laughing. Lilith approves of this.
Keen will respond with the gif of Keen smashing something with a hammer because that is a thing that exists both in this world and in our imaginary one.
And in the next.
It's marketing. It's marketing.
So Lilith, you're going over to the Screaming Coffee Lady or just to class?
You know what? She's gonna head over. She's gonna pop on by the Screaming Coffee Lady first on her way to the nurse's office, because it's
cool. So
roundabout on the way. Anything's on the way if you're bold enough.
So in here you do see the spherical, kind of large poster with everyone on it. You can already see threads going in between different people. It looks like the Cobb Squad is going with the Lettuce Boys.
The Lettuce Boys. Pfft. They would be.
Those bitches. And there's the coffee lady.
They deserve each other.
Yeah, you look over just as she's turning around, pouring a little bit of the last coffee into a cup. Her eyes kind of going over the foam as it just crests over the cup and then turns into a very upset and exasperated, foamy person. Hands it off to a student and places her chin in her hands as she gazes out in frustrated boredom.
And at this point, Lilith is going to have just a moment before going over there, and there's a little bit of dialogue. She's first going to be like,
Okay, if this is gonna work, Keen!
or not Keen, see, this is the problem with things starting with the same letter.
Kiva, I need you!
And then her posture kind of changes a little bit, but then in this dialogue, you know, I'm kind of, why don't you actually try going about this one yourself?
Are you kidding me? This is important. This is a murder. Didn't you see this? Everybody else is going with people. I can't just go over there by myself. I haven't done this since... God, you remember what happened last time.
Lilith, I'm tired. I am sleeping right now. It's not going to go well anyway. Just go on.
Fine. I'll do it, but if this doesn't go well, there's not going to be any more fruit pieces for you, I swear.
So she's going to go over there.
Hello there.
And then she's going to put her hand on the end of the coffee bar.
Hi. I believe we
it
have...
has been some time. We have. I remember you fondly.
Oh, well, I remember you very fondly as well. Even though I'm sure I'm coming across a little less smooth than before. I had a question for you and your lovely visage. If you're not too busy.
And Lilith kind of looks around.
Yeah, there's some people in line, but she says, no, I'm not too busy.
And then Lilith is going to look at the people in the line and just like,
get out of here.
They kind of run away like little foxes or rabbits After like you yell at them, just
So I was wondering, if, as you've noticed by all of the paraphernalia on the walls and such, that there is the official school murder coming up, and such a lovely person as yourself, I imagine, gets many offers, but if perhaps there was not one that you had accepted as of yet, I would be very interested in extending a hand in inviting you to accompany me in a romantic sort of way to the murder to go with me as a date.
So you've come to my coffee bar to ask if you can take me out on the date to this murder. In an effort, hopefully, long term, that this relationship blossoms and something wickedly amazing happens.
Well, I like things that are both wicked and amazing, so yeah, that's about the sum of it.
You seem somewhat different than the last time. Less assertive. What is that about?
Well, you see, there is a, so I have a familiar that is very close with me, and we go very far back, and sometimes this individual gives me moral support and helps me in situations that are a little nerve-wracking for me otherwise. And because you are such a confident and powerful individual, I sometimes might otherwise be overwhelmed with a blossoming of emotion and not come across as smoothly as I might other. And she just reaches over and like, if there's any like even leftover coffee on the counter, she's just gonna grab it and start drinking it. And because you are so incredibly overwhelming in your aura and very intense beauty, and just the presence is filled with a wordless amount of intrigue, the kind that makes one's soul sing. It's these sorts of things that makes one's mouth just completely rendered with a lack of words. And these are the reasons why one might call upon a friend in a time of need. So that's really my story from start to finish, as they might say. But you don't have to go with me if you don't want to. If you'd rather not go, murder might not even be your thing. You may be more of a pacifist. So, anyway.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
Also, I don't know if Mitch has actually been frozen, but it is in a spot that is so painful. The pregnant pause is about to explode.
Okay, so Mitchell has unfortunately frozen. So we are going to go to a commercial break. But that pregnant pause was amazing. So we are going to go to a commercial break real quick, and we will be back as soon as our technical issues are resolved. Don't go anywhere.
back after some minor technical goblins. So
After the
I
most pregnant pause ever.
yeah, I hopped out and was just so still during the whole thing. I didn't even hear it. But what happened? Like I apparently it was a perfect moment.
So what? Tell me this. What's the last thing you heard?
Gosh, what was it? You were talking, and
That's pretty much where it was. What was I saying?
Oh man,
Because it just kept going.
Yeah, you were you. So she was inquiring about Kiva, and I think you were starting to answer, and then things got wonky, and I actually didn't know we were out until like a few.
She kept answering for the next like 5 minutes.
Oh,
And,
okay. Well,
and then she and I don't know if you were there when I was like, yeah, if there's any like half drank cups of coffee on the counter or anything like that, but she's gonna grab one, and then she starts just taking drinks of coffee while she's talking, and she's like talking about how she's and so she just kind of keeps going on, and I'll go ahead and recreate that last little bit so we can jump in from there, just to recreate that sense of horrific
that mood.
That mood. We're gonna get back into that mood is where we are. But essentially she grabs the coffee. It's if anyone, how sometimes you go up to back in the day when this used to be a thing that happened, sometimes at a barista counter there'd be some half-drank cups just sitting there around, and she reaches for anything she can, and she grabs it, and she's like, essentially, familiar is pretty much like my moral support, that when I'm uncomfortable or in a situation such as in the presence of someone who is overwhelmingly attractive and beautiful and so amazingly wondrous, that they really just they make the soul itself practically sing, but they make the mouth wordless, and they really just they overwhelm you with such a staggering presence and such an incredible powerful persona that you just don't even know what really to say.
Yeah, and like
So
every time you take a sip, it's like, ah!
And so sometimes you need a little bit of extra moral support in these situations, and but perhaps murders aren't really your thing, and if you don't want to go, I can totally understand that. And if that's you may not be a murder type of person, perhaps maybe you're more of a pacifist, and if that's your thing, really, I truly understand that as well. But I leave that up to you. I would never want you to do anything that you are uncomfortable with.
So Anna, thank you for rating. You get to hop in at a truly magical moment. The awkwardness of asking someone to a murder.
Which, by the way, that is where, and then after that, like, it was just silent for like literally. Like, you may not think a full 30 seconds is a long time, but trust me, it is. And then after a while, it was like, I think there's some frozenness going on here.
I'll just do the. Okay, so you want me as arm candy for this murder?
Oh no, I have many candies that I could take. Oh no, I find you much more intriguing and engaging than that. I don't really arm candy, I'm more of a getting to know somebody kind of thing, and wanting to engage with somebody in a more deep and meaningful way.
You
But
want
if you're
to
more
do
interested
this?
in arm candy, I'm into that too.
No, I'm curious. You're more into this melding of flesh and soul. You and I.
Mhm.
Hmm. And because I serve you coffee?
Well, I have a very good sense of picking up on individuals that I come across with. Some may consider it a sixth sense, well, maybe a seventh sense, because I have a lot of senses. But I can tell when there's someone very special that I'm in the presence of.
Hmm. Well, if it's written, then I guess I have no choice but to attend this murder with you.
Well, I would be honored to have you attend with me. And if you would like to meet before then to have some conversation, we could do that too. Or I could pick you up then, and it could be a surprise.
Let's have it a surprise, just so I know what to wear after the murder. What then?
Well, you are more than welcome to join me at my residence. Although I will have you know, I've adopted some ghost children. They all live in well, they live in one small mo body, but they do like to stay in the walls too. Um, but they mostly sleep under the bed. It's a very complicated situation. But you're welcome to come by for it.
Yeah, motherhood often is complicated, never easy. This sounds enticing. Sure. I look forward to
Wonderful.
our surprise date.
Well, I as well. And she's going to set the cup back down because who knows where that came from. And where should I pick you up? For I will pick you up in a gentlewomanly fashion.
You will sweep me off my feet.
I will do so with every power that I have.
Excellent. Well, I'll be here. You can pick me up here.
Well, then here is where I shall be as well.
Excellent.
And then she's going to look around, and there's nothing really to grab to for the coffee woman. So she's going to reach out and how's the coffee woman standing? Like, what's her body position?
Yeah, she's leaning forward, kind of like this. Just very lax, kind of over the coffee stand.
And then she's going to kind of look around a little bit, and then she's going to extend her hand and be like,
oh, if I may.
Just kind of asking for her hand. And then she's going to take her hand and kind of look back and forth, and then take it and then kiss it, and then offer it back.
I very much look forward to seeing you then.
And then she's going to kind of spin around and kind of walk out. And as she starts to exit, she just to herself, she's going to be like,
Kiva, did you see that? Did you see it? I did that by myself.
I saw it. Well done. And then she's going to walk out.
You see on the giant poster that the thread around your name has unfurled and is kind of just moving about the threads on this and attaches itself to your deer.
Lilith, meanwhile, is beaming.
Yeah, each one kind of has a symbol and names attached to it. This one is kind of like this tree-like with kind of rope hanging from the outstretched arms, almost like a willow tree. And underneath the name is Baba Yaga.
Oh my goodness. That's exciting.
And with that, we go over to Am. Am, what face did you make? There we go. Oh,
Great,
perfect.
very good.
Yeah, so what are you up to?
I think the first thing she would probably sort out before she left for class, in a slight act of character development, not minding she's going to be a little late, is just check with Gritty before she leaves, being like, "We're still on to go as buddies, my man."
Oh, yeah, and he's kind of like lifting up the couch and sweeping under there in like this very cute French maid outfit. Yes, of course. But how about your friend?
Oh, I mean that would be cool, but I feel like he would get super duper murdered if he ever stepped foot in here.
Maybe. But it's my pleasure. I would love to go with a sentient human being with flesh and eyeballs and hair sprouting from her head. That'd be nice.
I have multiple of those two last things.
Ooh, well then I'll have to count.
We offer Gritty a fist bump, and then head to class.
All right, which class
Check
are
the
you
poster
going
on my way there.
Oh,
I guess I. Oh, gone.
to? No, yours is still furled up. It's not tied to anyone.
That's weird. Maybe because he's not like a real life thing. I'm gonna go to my botany class, but instead she's gonna arrive like a couple minutes late, I think. Just because she's kind of like just enjoying her walk.
Yeah. I mean, the Cobb Squad is already there. Everyone seems to be working. The teacher is, with his long beard, is asleep at the desk, his head kind of resting against the wood mahogany, of course.
Very good. Yeah, I think she'll just kind of like take herself into the corner, see if there's anything to run through. Maybe have a like little wander through the greenhouse and see if there's any dead plants she can help heal late.
Yeah, you definitely find a few, and you bring them to life. What does this look like as you do? And what flowers?
I think it's probably, I'm gonna say, because I've been listening to My Chemical Romance the past couple days. I think it's definitely gonna be like some roses that she finds are a little bit wilted. Their petals are falling off, and she kind of like just checks to make sure no one's watching, and just pricks her fingers on one of the thorns and lets them take a little bit of blood, and then they bloom like a beautiful like dark common. You know when it's black is so dark it's almost red.
Uh-huh.
That's the kind of like the petals kind of change color to look like that.
So looking at this little rose in front of you, you hear a voice. Hello, Actia.
Who's there? Hello?
Child, it is me.
Who is it?
Is that important?
Yes, very much so. Because you sound a lot like my head teacher, but I'm bad at recognizing voices, so I don't know if it's you or if you're just a mysterious, general, authoritative voice, and I associate these things together because you're both in powerful positions. I'm rambling. Please continue.
I come from your book.
Oh, you're like an evil spirit. I'm sorry, no offense.
None taken.
So what do you want me to do? Your dark bidding or whatever?
Well, if it's going to be that easy, then yes.
I mean, I'm not going to unless you're really good at negotiations. I just, I feel like people mess about with all this double talk. I'm going to appreciate you a lot more if you just are honest with me and get straight to the point.
Okay. Here's the truth of it, Actia.
Mm-hmm.
You are alone. There is
Untrue,
only
but continue.
darkness.
Also untrue.
There's only dark. Are you going to interrupt my monologue the whole way through?
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Because I have half the mind to kill you now. And you see like the rose petals start to form with each other. And kind of this semblance of rose petals and this sort of humanoid shape with the roses acting as eyes looks down at you.
Sorry, I was being quiet so you could continue your monologue.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like the mood's gone.
No. Just start over. It's fine.
Fine. Here we go. You are alone. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. There are ancients, which are only the beginning. I will command a great and terrible army, and we will sail to 1 billion worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You might be strong, Actia, but I am beyond strength. I am the end, and I have come for you. There, the end.
You're done? Okay, brilliant. I do have a couple questions.
Go ahead.
Okay, when you say my people, are you talking specifically about magic users or just all humanoids or just like all living things?
Magic users.
Okay, interesting. Ancients are only the beginning. I don't really have any questions. I just think that's really nice and poetic. And then when you say sail to 1 billion worlds, is that a metaphorical situation or are we thinking like steampunk
Literal.
spaceships like in Treasure Planet? Literal, okay. Like on a boat?
Yes. No, just with our powers. I don't think a boat is necessary. While Treasure Planet did get a lot of things right, and is obviously a underappreciated movie that deserves way more attention. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree.
The ships, while beautiful and kind of go along with the theme, I feel have no actual point in space.
Okay. Because you guys are the ancients and you don't need ships because you're like beyond metaphysical constraints.
Yes, we can fly and we don't need to breathe.
Okay, cool, brilliant. Do you have a name and also what are your pronouns?
Thank you for asking. Pronouns are they, they, them. Name, the end.
Can I call you Rosie? Because you're Rose.
Yes, that's okay.
Brilliant. Cool. So this is all very interesting. I did want to know, like, if you're just going to kill me, which I'm assuming what this is, and I'm very strangely calm about this, what exactly is my role? in all of this? Is it a sacrificial lamb sort of thing? Are you going to possess my body?
No, I think with your continued use of necromancy, along with the book, eventually there'll be enough blood spilt that I am resurrected in full. And with that comes my return. Also, welcome the Hype Goblin rating!
Yay!
Continue.
Back in the zone. Well, if that's the case, I guess thank you for the heads up. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna pick up my books and walk out the classroom and walk straight to McSweeney's office.
Yeah, the plant just kind of watches you as you leave. The teacher's still like...
Yeah.
As you head over to McSweeney's.
By the way, Mitch, I did take notes of your entire monologue.
Oh. Yay. Yeah, you see McSweeney's office door slightly ajar. She is just inside sipping some screaming coffee. Come in.
Hello. I have a problem.
Hopefully I have a solution.
Brilliant. So I took your advice and I did start doing necromancy. And now this ancient being gave me a very dramatic monologue, which I feel like I kind of ruined, but I also don't feel that bad about it. And they said that they were going to resurrect and kill everyone if I kept doing necromancy. I don't really want to stop. I will if I have to, but I feel like the universe will force my hand somehow and make me have a terrible decision. So I just wondered if there was any way that we could just nip it in the bud, really. You seem like you know what you're doing.
For the most part. So you want... I guess this could get complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something you want, right?
This creature to come and, what is it? Sail to 1 billion worlds, sail till every light is extinguished? No. No, I don't want that.
Is there a particular reason why you don't want that?
I like being alive. I'd like to have pizza. I'd like to go to Six Flags.
Alright, that's fair. Okay, so this thing kind of pops out every now and then. It's nothing special in that regard. For you, it's really the... Do you want power, or do you want a continued relationship with your siblings?
I mean, we all know it's the second one, but I do like the idea that if this power facilitates the fact that I can have a continued relationship with my siblings, right? If I get good enough at this, that if something really bad happens to them that's my fault, they don't have to die. That's the point of this.
That's fair.
I'm just trying to be a lioness, like you said.
I like it. Yes, I think you should go back. I mean, old ancient creatures like to divine the terms by which they claim anything in this world. They will pronounce themselves as such and such, and really, anyone can pronounce.
Oh, cool. So this is because I view our relationship as very much like a student mentor thing. Like I see you as like my Dr. Cox to my JD in this scenario. So what you're saying is you think that I can handle this on my own, like a big girl, right?
I'm saying that whatever this thing is standing in your way. And if it wants to
Ooh.
come and dictate terms, then you will answer in kind. I wouldn't do it by myself, of course. You have resources. Use them.
Yes, excellent. The library. And I'm just gonna spin on my heel, like continuing the thought, and just walk out the room talking to myself.
Excellent. and Sweeney's like, I love it when they catch on quick. It warms my heart so much.
Oh, Mitch, my cat is desperate to get out. 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Be free! Be free! Sorry.
No, it's cool. We'll actually hop over to Keen. But as you're heading out towards the library with this new knowledge in mind, you do feel kind of a slight coldness to that book that you have.
Mm.
Oh, that worked out perfectly. Keen!
Yeah.
What's up?
So the camera switches over, and Keen has a face full of steam, and their mustache is gone. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait. Okay, eyebrows are still there. Great. Okay. I could deal without the mustache as long as my eyebrows are here.
Yeah.
Stupid true self potion.
So what are you off to this afternoon?
So I was going to potion class, and so that's where I was like doing the pan in or fade in to me having a potion kind of splash my face and take off my mustache, and yeah,
everyone seems pretty busy. Lots of weird transfigurations and such. The teacher is currently a guinea pig on the desk, squeaking about trying to claim dominance over the classroom as they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I mean, maybe it's... I'm gonna reread the directions and be like, true self. Oh, it gets rid of illusions. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I bottle it and bring it forward to the professor and say, please check my work.
Yeah, the guinea pig raises two little hands up and takes it, drinks it, and then like starts to burst out of its guinea pig flesh. And then there's your teacher again, just sitting on the desk, their legs kind of like bouncing around with excitement.
I imagine that their clothes...
Yes, they have clothes on. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I imagine that their clothes are fur-lined with guinea pig fur. So, yeah.
The best type of fur.
Yeah. So, yeah, great. Is that the end of the session? Am I able to...
Feel free to head out. I have to talk to the other students because they're fuck-ups. But you've always done pretty well. Are you okay, by the way, Keen?
Just a rough night, that's all. And you know, I accidentally got some of the potion on me, and so it's kind of messing with my self-image right now. So
that's fair. Well,
yeah. But thank you for inquiring, and I hope you are well as well.
Of course. I think one of my favorite things about this class and this particular potion is that I think people go forward concerning the potion of the true self, and they think that what they see is it in the all be all, the truth of the matter, and forever and always. I think the longer I teach, the more I realize, and I think others do as well, concerning the true visage potion, that yourself and the concept of self is fluid, changes, alters. So sometimes it's something different. Sometimes when I take that potion, I stay a guinea pig, which is okay too.
Yeah, it's definitely something internal that has to be processed, and it's definitely giving me something to think about going forward in my journey of self-expression.
Excellent. Well, I wish you the best on your journey. Do take the lesson to heart, and have the most wonderful of days, Key.
You as well. And grab my books and just kind of quietly go out so as not to interrupt anybody's concentration.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, does you have your hat on?
no, because I put my I for this class I put my hat in my bag and I put my hair up so that So as I leave the class, I take my hat, I put my hat back on and head out the door.
Squat pokes their head out.
Oh,
hello.
Hi, Squat. Did you have an opportunity to think about our contract?
Yes. I would like to rewrite the contract. Obviously, my family needs to be provided for. So, if you don't mind, I would like to sublet the property you are renting out and continue on.
That is not something that I'm comfortable with, Squat.
Well, guess I have to see what I can do to provide for my family.
I mean, I appreciate that is the situation that you're in. However, the hat is my property. It lives on my person. You and I have an arrangement, and so our arrangement kind of works. However, I don't want strangers living on my person. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, it feels like a huge invasion of my person to have strangers come and live there.
No, I understand. All right.
Maybe you could do like a DoorDash thing or something like that.
I don't know. I'll think about it. Otherwise, it looks like we may be moving out.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I have, sticking to boundaries is important. And you need to stick to your needs as well.
Yeah, I was just renovating the second floor too. All right. Well, I guess I'll go back in and pay the last bill for the Wi-Fi, and I'll let you know.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Goodbye.
Bye. Weird.
So where is Keen headed out to next? Walking about, you do pass the poster on the cafeteria wall, which has Keen's thread spooled among itself, not yet attached to anyone. Though you do see Lilith is spooled around Baba Yaga.
Huh. Interesting and good for her. I think.
And you also see Lilith is there.
So yeah, Lilith sees Keen looking up at the spool of thread and kind of looking for cherries and seeing if Cherry has a spool of thread as well.
It does not.
Keen.
Well, it's spooled around itself.
Okay. Hey,
Lilith's gonna come over to Keen.
so
Keen,
you got a date, huh? I'm so wait, you did it? Not Kiva?
Me, I did it. I did it by myself.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. That's awesome.
It was so
Are you-
scary, but I did it.
I am so proud of you. You have no idea.
Thank you.
And she's gonna turn and look at the spools and stuff.
How come your string and cherry strings aren't doing the string thing?
Because we haven't had a chance to talk after you slammed the door in his face this morning.
In my defense, Cherry did say there were a lot of people to talk to about the murder, so couldn't really step inside.
Right. So I will be talking with him after class, and then we'll go from there. But nothing's decided yet. I haven't asked him and he hasn't asked me.
Nothing decided yet. Besides, I don't see you in class right now. Go find him.
Well, he might be in class.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I have a respect for his education.
Yeah, but that has no effect on me.
I
gonna know what's
realize
gonna
that.
happen.
Don't you have organs to turn into bees?
Oh, I completely forgot.
And she's gonna run out of the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so what's Keen up to now?
I think Keen's just gonna hang out on the quad and mull things over and figure out the questions that they want to ask Cherry. Because detention really got to them. Like, they don't want to have to choose between a romantic partner and their family, and it's bothersome.
This is true. And you're meant to speak with Cherry soon, right?
Yeah, we said we would meet up after class.
Yeah. So, let's hop on over to after class.
Okay.
Keen and Cherry. Where are you guys at?
I think we decide to meet outside of the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the actual outside, not in the common room or anything. So yeah. And Keen's just sitting there twirling their wrench like it's a monkey wrench, and so they're like opening it, closing it, opening it, closing it. Oh, hey, you're here. Awesome.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, detention sucked a lot. So you weren't actually a part of that, right? Like, were you there? Of detention?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Students, especially RAs, aren't supposed to be around that. It's just a punishment for the students, not anyone outside.
Okay. So they used an illusion of you. Multiple illusions of you. And told me that I had to essentially choose between my cousins and you and a career. And it really messed with me. So yeah.
I'm sorry to hear. I mean, for me, I will never ask you to do anything that would make you force a choice upon you, other than like, where do we want to eat, or are we sleeping in or not? These sorts of things. It might become anxious and a lot of stress associated with it, especially the where are we going to eat thing.
Yeah, well,
But
I can be decisive about that stuff.
well, I can't, so that's just kind of it's going to be a whole
Well,
thing.
that's it. It's okay. It's okay. I don't worry. I will ask. I will give you small choices. That way, it'll be less stressful.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
But family's really important to me. Chosen family, or, you know, I mean, most of my family sucks, but these three are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So,
What makes them so special? I mean, besides the usual, I guess. I mean, you have family elsewhere, raised you and such, and well, what's special about these?
they never made me feel less than. Like, the rest of my family basically would use me for whatever mechanical talents I have and toss me aside like I didn't matter after that. And these four, for whatever reason, wanted to get to know me. I'm sorry, these three. I said four, didn't I? Anyway, it's been a day. I lost my mustache today. I mean,
how does that make you feel?
Kind of goes with what I was planning to wear to the murder, if we go to the murder. But like, they're eccentric. They might be a little bit evil, but they're also people I know I can depend on. And people I know will depend on me, which feels nice because it feels equal. So, yeah, that's
In the perfect world in the future, what would be your relationship? What would your relationship be like with your cousins and your family? If you could have
well, the
anything
rest of
you
my
want.
if I could have anything I want, I would see most of the family every 5 years for a reunion. And then the three of them, we would be close enough where we would see each other on a regular basis, but not so close that we would see each other every day.
So in this perfect world, there is no coming back to your family, no forgiveness for what was done in the past.
Oh, I can probably forgive them, but they're horrible people. And so, and they're set in their ways so much that it would take a miracle for me to want to spend time with them. Like, our values just aren't the same. They would stab each other in the back if they could turn a profit.
I wonder what happened in their past that forced them to become the people that they are.
Probably desperation turned into culture, turned into the only thing that they know, and they can't conceive of any other life. I mean, if I set this example of living not only for my betterment, but for the betterment of my peers, and like, not just financial betterment, but like growth in a personal sense. If they were to catch on to that and I don't know, like, decide that was for them too, and then maybe I'd feel compelled to start dialogue. But yeah. What about you?
I don't know. I mean, for me, the future is so muffled. I come from a family that's always done magic, but sometimes I wonder if it's for me. I mean, magic seems amazing when you first get into it, but then it just seems like another thing, another hobby, another another love taken and used by society and such. So sometimes I don't even know what the school is for, other than to kind of integrate us into a magic society and not so much the imagination associated with magic.
Well, I like the way you think. And I will support your growth. However that takes shape.
It's much appreciated. We'll do it together.
I like that. So do you want to ask me to go to the dance, or should I ask you to go to the dance?
Let's do something extravagant. Whoever can get the other first, we'll have something in play. Yeah. We can be creative. Creative but fun.
Okay. 2 days timeline. Within 2 days, we have to try to outdo each other in asking each other out to the murder.
Correct. 2 days.
All right.
2 days.
All right. I pull him close and I give him a kiss and I tug his hair just a little bit and say, "You're adorable." And I'm really glad we found each other.
Me too. Best door I've ever knocked on.
All right, get out of here, handsome.
All right, fine. And he'll scootle on away, his little tush going back and forth as he heads down the hallway.
He's so cute. I can't.
Can't even or odd.
Nope, I can't.
So Keen, Lilith, and Actia all are back in their common room with a day full of activities. Your GM is going to get some coffee, but you guys, shenanigans continue. Just don't make it too crazy. I know that's not what's going to happen, but
all right.
I promise nothing.
Lilith is definitely going to be bothering Keen. So your strings yet? Details.
It will happen. But we are being a little extra in how we are going to ask each other. And so I have to devise a really extravagant way of asking him to the murder. He's going to try to devise an equally extravagant way of asking me to the murder, and we're basically competing to who can ask the other person the best.
Extra? This is wonderful. Well, have you thought of anything yet? What's your plan?
Oh, there's going to be a confetti gun involved.
In the middle of Keen answering, the door just opens and a massive stack of books covering Tia's body is just gently wobbling in the background.
Do you need help?
Did you order this, Keen?
World's ending. Gotta do research.
Okay. I have fun.
I will go over and take some of the books. Can you see better now?
Yeah, an ancient evil found me and told me they're gonna kill everyone, so I need to do some reading. I'm presuming you guys are you're gonna fight this with me, right? We're doing a group thing.
I mean, obviously, but
we're part of the world, so.
I just whip out my notebook and I go, So this little, I brought this rose back to life, and it made a little face, and it said that I am alone, like me, not them. There is only darkness, only death for my people. The ancients are the beginning. They will sail to a billion worlds, sail till every light is extinguished, and I am about to face the end. I talked to McSweeney about it, basically because I've been using necromancy. This weird ancient spirit of evil is trying to resurrect itself. So I was like, should I stop? But McSweeney was like, no, I trust you. You're a grown up. This thing is setting its terms. Who says that those are the terms that need to be set? You can just, decide what the rules are. You don't have